There you are.
How's it going,
Joel,
everybody?
Before you get started, I just wanted to tell you that from corporate's perspective, and I know I speak here for Johann, I'm sure he's going to tell you the same thing, but for myself, Clinton Marks, our management team, our director team, and everybody at MTI that makes this company work the way it does, we want to tell you that you are an integral part of this team, of this company. We cannot do this without you. You're the epitome of what leadership should be, and we are absolutely so proud that we get to do business with you and that we can call you a friend. So congratulations on being chosen to do this Q&A with Mr. Styenberg tonight. We know that he's in good hands, and we're excited to hear what you've got planned for us. Take it away, Joel.
Yes, thank you so much, Sherry. Hats off to everybody that's on this call tonight, especially the leaders that came together. One thing I'm going to share with you guys is that tonight's call is going to be a bit emotional. You know, my wife and I have been going over with our family, with our children, who I'm going to present to you guys here shortly after these questions, on how we can, you know, relay the experience that we're having here in the Santiago family, me personally, because I've been sharing this and you guys are used to me sharing this, and we talk about the numbers, we talk about the amazing trading system that we have and the passive income that we've been able to create as a result of it. But it's so much more than that that's taking place. So tonight, my goal is to get these questions answered, to address a lot of the questions that have been sent to me, to go over the factual data that we have, as well as the potential for the future. But also, I want to share with you guys the power behind the system and the impact that MTI has made on me, my family, and those we've been able to help as a result of this amazing system and this amazing company. Today is roughly around the 12-month mark that I've been with MTI. And for me, it's really exciting to look back, because I created a video before, the day before I launched MTI, September 16th. For those of you guys that don't remember, it was September 15th that I had the honor of doing an interview with Johann. And some of the questions I asked, it's going to be interesting to see what's taken place from then. One of the things that I mentioned was the commitment and our goal. So September 15th, we set out a goal. It was called Project 10,000. That was going to put 10,000 people into MTI globally within the next 90 days. Well, we did that in 60 days, okay? And if you fast forward to today, we're not slowing down. The growth is truly amazing because of the experience and the fact that we're able to grow our Bitcoin. But there's a foundation, an energy of love that we all share here. And as a result of Johann's leadership, his commitment, we've gotten, like I said, it's been a year for me. And the results that I've seen, the success stories that I've seen as a result of this show that we truly, truly, truly have the most valued proposition in this space, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get into these questions. Again, I have 5 questions that I'm gonna ask Johann, and then I'm gonna ask my family to come here and give a brief testimonial before we close out. And then on top of that, just understand that every question that I'm asking is relative. I got it from a collective of the leadership that are in our community, and we're addressing that. So I'm going to jump right into it, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pride, honor, and a pleasure. It's truly, 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 truly a humbling experience for me to be chosen for this interview. This is the hardest working CEO this industry has ever seen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you our founder, our visionary, Mr. Johann Styenberg. Johann, you out there?
Hi, hello, Joel. Thank you so much for inviting me on this. It's an absolute pleasure being here.
Thank you, Johann. You got any opening thoughts that you want to share before I jump into the questions that we have here?
Not too much. I think just a big thank you to the teams, and especially, you know, to my corporate team, you know, all the support staff, management, head of divisions. You know, without them, this certainly wouldn't have been possible.
Absolutely. You know, that reminds me of one thing that I mentioned, I realized early on in MTI that I really thought was amazing that you did. And it reminds me of Apocalypse from X-Men. But I'm not sure if you remember, but Apocalypse, despite the fact that he was a bad guy or a villain, what I found fascinating about Apocalypse is every mutant that came within his circle, he enhanced their power. He might have not had their power that they have, but he enhanced it. And I think you've done an excellent job putting the right people around you to empower and enhance your vision. You know, so for me as a leader, for me just as a member, it's awesome to see those that are in position, the unity that we have from the corporate team down to the leadership core that we have streamlining all the information. So if you don't mind, sir, I would love to get into these questions. I want to respect your time and everybody's time that's on here. I know it's extremely valuable. So if you don't mind, let's jump into the questions. What do you say, Johann?
Perfect. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. The first question that I have here, ladies and gentlemen, is Johann, can you briefly share your overall vision with MTI? And this is a question that I asked before, but I think it's important now because in the beginning, when I got involved, it was roughly like 2,000 members. Now we're closing in on 100,000, 50,000 members. So what's the vision that you had back then? And now as a result of the growth that we've experienced 15 months later, has that been adjusted, enhanced, changed as a result of the growth that we've experienced?
Yeah, thank you, Joel. There certainly has been many developments over the last 12 months. I'm full-time in the Bitcoin industry and the cryptocurrency space for the last 5 years. And, I believe that the creation of Bitcoin, has really enabled countless unimaginable opportunities, business opportunities globally. And, I also believe that Bitcoin probably is the biggest disruptor of the 21st century. It breaks the hold that traditional financial institutions have, that the hold that it have over, the world population. And, similarly, obviously on a much smaller scale for now, I see MTI as being a disruptor in its own right, going against traditional beliefs of personal finances. And, my vision is to build a preferred iconic heritage brand, in the financial services sector that delivers sustainable growth, value creation for everybody involved. And for me, most importantly, for the little man in the street, for the ordinary guy, not just for the multimillionaires and the billionaires out there, but for everybody involved. So over the last 12 months, we've seen MTI really changing lives of ordinary people, but on a massive scale. The last, 5 months, 6 months, with COVID-19 affecting the world economy, I have personally seen how MTI has made a tremendous difference in thousands of people's lives. I mentioned it a couple of times before. The first month, second month of COVID-19, we've seen an increase in withdrawals. And that was actually so heartwarming to know that, people are actually able to use MTI as a vehicle to further their own personal lifestyle, actually back then just for survival. I believe we've come a long way, but I further believe that this is just the beginning of phenomenal stuff to come.
No, absolutely. The success stories that I hear on a daily basis are amazing. We had our opportunity call yesterday, and one of our members, Francette, she shared a compelling story about how she has twins or twin daughters, I believe it is. And she got in and, now she's able to pay bills. She's able to support her family as a result of MTI, even in the midst of what's taking place globally, so definitely I see them on a daily basis. Number two, how many members do we currently have here in MTI, and how many countries does this cover?
Well, earlier today, when I had a look, we went over 147,000 active paid members in MTI. Wow. And that was across 196 countries.
Wow. So what that tells me is this vision of yours is well on its way. And I do believe we're just scratching the surface here, Johann. The third question that I have. Yeah, absolutely. Bitcoin, everybody knows me to be an avid, Bitcoin enthusiast. And since 2015, I've been considered crazy. Well, if this is what it takes, you know, for us to succeed is being crazy, or most people thinking we're crazy. Well, hey,
I can totally resonate with that. I've been called crazy as well since 2015.
Yes, yes. All right, the third question. And I understand that past performance doesn't guarantee future results. However, the fact still remains. MTI has a proven track record. So can you share with us the results that MTI has experienced over the past 15 months? If you can share maybe a monthly average that we average, if you can share maybe where the trading pool balance of the company is right now. And then lastly, I know we're breaking records with the payout that we're paying out to our members. So if you can share what that would be amazing. It'll give a perspective on what's taking place. It'll give a perspective on, as you mentioned before, these withdrawals, especially now, you know, indicate that people are either supporting their lifestyle or much needed income in their household for food or even surviving during this time. That's quite a bit right there. But I guess let's start with the track record. What would be the monthly average over the past 15 months?
Okay, well, let me start off by saying, you know, the current MTI back office, what we have now, you know, although MTI really started in April last year in 2019, the back office that members can access now, the whole website, that only went live in August last year. If I remember correctly, I think it was the 18th of August. We took MTI basically online. And I had a look at some stats earlier today. Since then, we have executed in excess of 100,000 trades.
Wow. In
that, call it a 12-month period. And the overall growth was 131%, which equated to about a monthly average of 10.07%, if my math was correct. But now these numbers, although it really sounds phenomenal, it's important to note that, you know, these are straight up numbers. It's without calculating or factoring in the compounding effect. So if you work on that, it should be much greater than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, the total pool balance, I don't know what it is exactly now, but earlier it was just over 14,000, I think 14,070 Bitcoin, somewhere there. I remember a call, I think it was with Ignatius in August last year, August, September. And if memory serves me right, I think we were on something like 60 Bitcoin or 30 or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had a chat, and he asked me, you know, what do I think it would be like in December? Now I told him I would be thrilled if it was 100 Bitcoin, and I think we managed to do triple that. Yes. And yeah, a couple of months later, it's phenomenal growth.
That's amazing.
So to get back to your question about the highest payouts and all of that, I don't have that stats with me, but what I can tell you is that for the last probably 7 weeks, 6-7 weeks, we have two members of MTI, binary qualified, that has maxed out the compensation plan.
Wow.
Now, for those members that don't know what that means, I did a quick calculation at today's Bitcoin price. So it basically means that they've reached the maximum in the binary that they can earn, and it equates to roughly 6.5 Bitcoin per week. Now you can do the math; it's quite substantial.
That's amazing.
And then yeah, the last stat that I have was just the binary run of last Saturday. You know, it increases every week, but our last binary run, we paid almost 29,000 members. It was 28,600 and something.
That's phenomenal.
We're really making a difference out there, and I believe there's a lot more to come.
No, absolutely. And what's awesome about that binary bonus that you just mentioned, it's just one of the components here in MTI. You know, so that's awesome. For those of you guys that don't know, I am 100% laser focused to max this compensation plan out too. And if you're on this call and you're excited, that should be your goal as well. There'll be many, many, many more to come.
I have no doubt that you'll reach it very soon.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much too, Johann, for the support. Number 4, as we continue to grow, okay, this is something that some of the members might be a bit confused about, but we need to shed light to it, okay? So as we continue to grow, we will continue to be attacked by bogus media articles, negative press, dishonest companies, all with the ill intent to try to sabotage what we have here. I want to commend you, the legal team and the corporate team, for how you've addressed that in the past. So can you share a little bit about how that was dealt, and then as well as how we're going to deal with it in the future? Because we're in a unique space, and I believe that the digital economy is upon us. And despite that reality and my perspective on it, we know that these regulators may not be on the same page as us. So that may result in us having another conversation with them later. And I want everybody to watch this, that's watching this, whether it's now or the recording, to understand that we're in a unique space, that the rest of the economy, the rest of the regulators are catching up with. You know, but MTI has done an amazing job addressing everything right on the front line. Johann's been on the front line. And moving forward, I'm excited because I know that you have every intention to continue to move forward, even when all this stuff happens, because it will happen. We're in this space. So can you share a little bit about how you dealt with it in the past and the plans that we have moving forward? When the haters come, we can, you know, shake them off real quick.
Yeah. Well, I think that ties in a lot with what I said earlier about MTI being a disruptor in this space. You know, with anything new and strange, you tend to get a lot of headwind, and especially if you're growing so quickly and effectively as MTI is doing. You know, we've grown from 0 to almost 150,000 people in a matter of months. We definitely you know, treading on some toes out there. Mm-hmm. But you know, with that said, myself and my MTI team, you know, we are not too bothered about the media and what they perceive MTI to be. MTI's main focus is the members. You know, making sure that our members are taken care of, that they are supported, and you know, that they have the resources they need to continue what they want to achieve in this business. And you know, most importantly is making sure that we actually do grow the Bitcoin. It's our top priority. So that is the main focus of MTI, and for myself, is taking care of the members, making sure everybody is happy. We have absolutely no intention of giving into the media spats and losing focus of what actually matters most to us, you know, which is our members and the day-to-day running of MTI. Mm-hmm. So as long as we have 99.9999% happy members, withdrawals go out, running the business without issues, I'll be happy, and that is the main focus. If you know, things change and we have a fantastic legal team behind us, and we'll take it from there. But other than that, my main focus is the members and the well-being of them.
Awesome, awesome. Now, lastly, I'm going to ask my family to come in here. You know, this is something that we wanted to do because of the impact that MTI has had. But before I have my wife and my family come here, lastly, any new developments? I know we started the crypto trading. We may potentially transition into 7-day trading. I know that there's some testing going, but with what direction we're going in, do you want to share some of these exciting enhancements with us without, you know, I don't want to get you in trouble, you know, but if there's anything that you can share with us members, just to, you know, get us excited for what's to come.
Well, Joe, I do have a couple of exciting developments up my sleeve. Okay. Unfortunately, most of them I cannot disclose as of yet. But yeah, you know, the developers and I, we've been working around the clock it feels like forever, but you know, on numerous improvements. I believe most members won't even realize it because it's mainly behind the scenes stuff, you know, the website performance, security, you know, technical stuff like that. But a great deal of time has gone into making sure that it's smooth sailing for the user on the other end. Other than that, I believe later this week, we'll have the programming done to open up a 5-minute window of the actual trades. That will be live in the back office. There's just a couple of small things that we need to finalize, and then that will be in. And then I think something that's for the networkers as such, something very exciting coming, and that is the ranking and the recognition initiative that we're working on, and that will be live in the back office by the end of the month. I believe the 1st of September. It will be in and working, and everybody will be able to see what's going on there. Yeah, other than this, there's nothing that I'm at liberty to tell you now. But you know, as MTI grows, we always have plans and future initiatives and things that we are working on.
That's amazing. I appreciate that. But as you guys got it, we have rankings that's coming, and then we're going to have live trading in the back office showing 5 minutes. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close by having my family come in here. You know, I talk about the statistics that the trading does. You know, we talk about the success stories, and I'm going to make this personal right now because you mean that much to me and my family, Johann. I'm actually going to have my wife sit in the middle because I want her to share something with you guys. Go, scoot, scoot, scoot. So as I mentioned, you know, we talk about these numbers. We talk about the system and what it's done and the lives that it's changing. And most members, you know, they may be too shy to share this, you know, but I want to share or have my wife share with you something personal that has been happening in our lives as a result of MTI. You know, we build this as a family. How do you feel about MTI, JJ? Real quick. Huh?
Thank you, MTI.
Thank you, MTI. Look at Joy. It's been an honor. You know, it's been a blessing for us to build this, but the impact that you're making, Johann, is huge. And I'm going to have my wife share with you guys our why, one of our whys that gets us up every single day to build MTI, because right now, in the midst of this global pandemic, people need it. Okay. So I'm going to share with you. I'm going to have my wife share. This is an emotional topic. This is our why. And I tell you guys, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not strong enough. But go ahead, my love, and just share how MTI has been able to bless your mother, who's part of our nonprofit. Just what we got into MTI for was to be able to create an additional strong revenue stream that we can plug into the foundation that we have, creating resources and opportunity for others. Yep, Johann, she sees your teddy. She's going to want it now. So anyways, Yuli's mother is one of our clients. She's not only our family, but she's a client. And I want my wife to share with you exactly how this has been able to help her mother right now. Okay.
Yes.
My love.
First and foremost, I want to thank everybody. You know, it's an honor to be here. Thank you, Johann. Thank you, everybody in the corporate team. And everybody that is watching. You know, this opportunity has been life-changing, not only for our family, but for others that are part of MTI. So that is the beauty about it, and that's what I admire so much. But like my husband here was saying that because of MTI, we have been able to help my mother. She's currently in Mexico. She has been affected because of the COVID-19. And because of MTI, we are able to help her every single month with her monthly bills. And before this opportunity, we weren't able to do that. Mm-hmm. So that to me and to Joelle means a lot, and to our family that, you know, we have that opportunity to do so. And I mean, I'm very thankful for this opportunity. Very, you know, grateful because not only we are able to help my mother, you know, we are full-time parents, and The beauty about it that it gives me the opportunity to be a full-time mom to the kids. So I'm very grateful and thankful for MTI, and I just can't wait to see what it's gonna do and impact, you know, more lives out there, not only us, but more lives out there as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Johann, so much, man. I love you. I appreciate you. The members, the community that we have here. This is the real deal, you know, and we're putting ourselves out there to be vulnerable, emotional, because that's how much this means to us. That's how much you mean to us. And we just had to share that, man. We appreciate you. We don't care who says what the haters say on the sideline. You're the real deal. You're not money motivated. You've shown us day in, day out that you have us, our members, the company, the world's best interest at heart. And man, I can't stress enough what MTI, what you've created is doing in the lives of people. Okay. And from me, from the entire Santiago family, everybody that's involved with what we're doing, I'm thanking you, but that's still not even enough for what you're doing, my brother. You're amazing. And it's an honor to be running under such amazing leadership. So you want to respond before I address the field?
Thank you very much for sharing that. It really goes a long way, you know, getting some positive feedback every now and again, and actually seeing lives being changed. It's a great honor and privilege, you know, to actually be in the position to assist. And MTI is, for a long time now, it's not just me. We're a massive team. We're a community, and I believe, you know, each and every member of MTI forms part of the family. Yes. And together we will be moving mountains.
Yes,
I have no doubt. Well, Johann, those are all the questions that I have. I'm going to close out right now, and I hope you don't mind. I'd like to address the field. I'm going to ask 3 questions for everybody that's out there right now, because everybody that's on this call, it's maxed out. You're an MTI. Okay. Whether you're watching this now or you're watching the recording later. I'm emotional right now because of the impact that MTI has had in my life, and I see what's taking place within the community that we have. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions right now, and I want your participation. Number 1 is, have you been 100% satisfied with MTI and the entire experience? If it's yes, 100% satisfied, put a 7 in the chat right now. There you go. I feel it. I feel the love, and it's right back at you. The second question I have, do you trust Johann, our entire MTI support team, and its leadership 1,000%? If you do, put a 7 in the chat box. And then lastly, I want you to draw a line, and I want you to step over that line. If you're serious about going all in with MTI, trusting the leadership, trusting the process, understanding that the haters are going to come. They're going to keep talking because we're making noise. Who better to talk about than something that's real? That's going to come. Don't worry about it. So I'm going to ask you, put a 7 right now. If you, your team, your community, your family are all in with MTI. MTI has proven the test of time. Johann has proven the test of time. Okay? The corporate team have proven the test of time. I trust Johann because of what he's done consistently. I trust Sherry because what she's done consistently. Clint, consistently. The community, consistently. Scott, consistently. Not because of some hater, not because of some article. You can only think about one thing at a time. And if your mind is filled with the haters, you're off focus. Okay? We have something amazing here. And you don't need to question the leadership. You need to trust the leadership. And you need to support the leadership so that you too can one day be here interviewing the CEO and able to share the impact that MTI has had in your life. So again, I thank Johann 1,000,000% for his time today. not only that, but for putting something amazing together that has not been compromised, even though you have the haters on the sidelines, as well as even the growth that we've experienced. I've seen companies change the comp plan, unaccommodate the little guy, and that's never changed. So for me, it's an honor. For me, it's easy for me to say I'm 1000% all in. I'm on the front line. There's nothing I wouldn't do for MTI and Johann. And I'm asking for your commitment as well. So if you're ready to commit now, put a 7 in there before we close out. Johann, you want to add some more words?
Well, just added my 7s. And yeah, just to close off, I think, guys, I'm 1000% behind all of you. And I believe that, you know, with your support, corporate, everybody in MTI, we will definitely, you know, we are already successful, but yes, we will definitely make a difference. And yeah, that's all from me, Joel. Thank you so much.
Awesome. I wanted to pass it to my brother, Scott Smith, to close out. I'm not sure if he's on here or if he has the ability to be unmuted, but there he is. All right, so I'm gonna bring on my brother to close this out here. I already told you guys my experience, and I told you I'm 1000% committed. So I thank you guys for attending. Most importantly, thank Johann for his time and for sharing his vision with us, putting this amazing company together. I have to pass it to my brother, Scott Smith, to close this out. Thank you guys so much. I have nothing else to say. I love you all. Getting back to the grind. Thank you so much. God bless and much success to you all. Floor is yours, brother.
Thank you.
Whoa. I got almost 500 viewers on my Facebook Live. I'm broadcasting this live, and I'm telling you guys right now, that was pretty intense. I know there's a lot of questions that a lot of people are still asking. Listen, a lot of those questions have already been answered, okay? I'm going to close the call with this, is that you get one chance at this so-called life. One chance at this so-called life. Think about that for a minute. You got to live it. You got to love it, and you got to embrace it. But you got to do it on your time. Now is the time to do it. Because the finish line is 6 feet deep. And our time isn't ready. We have so much more to do. So much more to live for. So many more lives to change. But you get one chance at this. Let's make it happen. Let's go. I'm pumped up. Thank you, Johann. My gosh. Oof. Bless you, sir. Joel, Santiago, and the family. You got me choked up a little bit. I had to do this real quick before it was my time. I love you all very much. And God bless. And I'll see you guys all at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's make it happen.
Thank you, Scott. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, guys.